Hi guys, it's Tony and Luke once again. We're up in Stewart, BC, having a look at Decades core cutting facility and some of the nice new core Ed brought in. Hole 15. There should be a couple more holes coming in. There's something else on the ground here, but it's buried. I'm not lifting all those core boxes to see what's underneath, but this is what we got on deck today. Hope you enjoy it. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. So Ed, let's just back up to the beginning of the hole here. What hole we got here, Ed? 16?
16.
We're hole 16. This is 18 feet in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 18 feet in. What do you see?
This is in this one. It's 16. That's mislabeled.
Okay, so it's box 6.
It's
hole
16.
Okay.
And what happens is you get into the fault zone, and here's fragments, silicious fragments.
That's similar to the stuff we saw on the road down in that big zone, eh, Ed?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it's good to see what comes on the other side of it then.
So you have a lot of gouge, and in the gouge, it's pieces of some of these pieces will have chalcopyrite, some will have bornite, and then in this material here, there's a lot of this just ground up bornite.
Wow.
You can see the reflection of the purple. This
yeah,
is born.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of black chloride, but there's also a lot of bornite in this hole. And then, so you have a pretty strong fault zone for till 68. Then what you have here is you'll have narrow post-mineral dikes. This is about a 2-foot dike, has no mineral, and then gets back into a mineralization. Then you have another dike, short dike here, and then you get into this alteration zone. Alteration zone has bornite. This is bornite in here, and so it's kind of weak mineralization in this area. And then you come along and get a lot of breccia and all this altered rock. And then you get back into a higher grade bornite zone. You start to see the bornite coming in much stronger here.
That's around 150 feet, I see it.
Yep.
There you go.
And then you get down into rock here that has coarse bornite. And if you roll this over, you'll see the coarse patches of bornite in this rock. And it looks like it could be a flow rock, and volcanic flow rock. And then what you have here at 189 feet, that's semi-massive bornite in here. And then you down in just about 197 feet, you'll see stringers of massive bornite. So in here you've got here roughly from say 189 comes down, and you probably got a good almost 6 meters of heavy bornite. And then you get down back into a fault zone, and you see a lot of bornite locked up in the.
I got to show this one again. Check this out. If you can't see bornite in there, you need your eyes checked.
And so even a piece like this, even though it's got a lot of clay on it,
yeah,
it's bornite rich.
It's shot right through it.
It's got bornite. You can see
yeah.
when you roll it, you can see
that.
that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's pretty impressive for ugly core.
So, well, you got to wet it, and then when you come down, you see the bornite in this rock, and this is a flow. This is a volcanic flow, and it's mineralized as well, which is interesting. So
how far down are we into this? This is a mineralized from where? 189 to.
Well, you're mineralized from top of the hole to the bottom. You're
Holy smoking Joe.
248. You're probably down around 238, and then you have more mineral sections, narrow sections deeper down in the hole. So, uh, but the we're still uh, trying to figure out. There's bits of bornite in some of this rock, this flow rock. It's quite a siliceous rock, and the so we'll end up cutting the hole. We'll probably end up down around
here somewhere.
But even this stuff here uh, will be. You can see the bornite.
Wow, can you ever? Holy smoke! Look at this one. Is that bornite through there? Like
No,
it looks
that's
like it
hematite.
Is? Oh, that's hematite.
But
Okay.
some of the hematite will have bornite mixed in it. It's very hard to see when you have that.
Right.
So they're finishing hole 20 right now.
Yeah.
And the drill is being pulled, and I'm just looking at the heavy hematite in the rock here.
You might have to extend that hole a little bit.
So this hole went to about 130 meters.
Right. Okay.
It's it's a pretty good hole.
Yeah. I would say so. If you're starting from surface and we're getting down to that far, holy smokes! That.
So we got, but certainly when you have pieces like this,
Goodness.
if you had theoretically, if you took a 3-meter section, if you had 15 centimeters of massive bornite,
Yeah.
that translates into 3% copper just based on that 15 centimeters. But you'll see here in this broken rock, you see all these little chips.
Yeah.
You'll see all the heavy bornite.
It's gone right through everything here. Get out of the sun here.
Even some of this stuff here, you'll see the heavy bornite. This section here is particularly rich. It's about 5 or 6 meters. This here, well, I mean, you'll see the bornite in this hole here. You'll see a lot of bornite, and of course the gouge.
Yeah, gouge indeed.
But here's, for example, you'll see this here, right here.
Wow, look at that, eh? And this is hole 13 again, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gouge in that.
Okay, so you're thinking we're going to get assays in the near future, Ed. The market's pretty excited.
Hopefully next week.
Hopefully next week. Good stuff. At the start of news flow, we should have it going for a while.
Should be.
And how many holes are you going to drill in here, Ed? You're going to move the drill. And how many holes are you going to push down the other end?
We'll probably end up with at least 30 holes this
season, yeah?
Yeah.
30 holes?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's news flow until next summer.
Well, we just try and find out what's going on here and see how big this system is and what the grade is.
Yeah. Well, it looks like a good start. It looks like a very, very good start. Okay, guys, that's what we saw today down visiting with Ed, but take a look at this. This piece of rock is from a new surface showing that hopefully we're going to get out and have a look at. Apparently, you got to get in a helicopter to see where the rest of this thing came from, but holy smoking jeez, that's a beautiful hunk of rock.